This whole video really just shows off how bad I am at talking, so please just ignore that. I know I'm bad at talking. Okay, enjoy the video. Hey guys! I have to address a few things before we get into this video. First of all, the elephant in the room, my hair. I dyed my hair. Well, I didn't dye my hair. I went somewhere to dye my hair. Someone dyed my hair for me, basically. And it was like a decent like silver color, but then I washed it and then I regretted it. And now it's kind of just like a blonde. Like in some lightings it still looks a little silver. But anyway, I'm gonna make a whole video on that eventually of my hair. So this is what we're working with right now. So just ignore it until like January 15th. Next thing I want to point out, yes, I'm in my stairwell. Why? Because I, first of all, like sitting in my stairwell. It's very dark down there. It looks very scary. So yeah, there's that. I'm filming on my camera because I'm trying to be a better person, a better YouTuber. Into the video. So let's take it back to when I was in high school. Not that long ago. I'm literally like 5 years old, but in high school I took a class called creative writing, and basically in the class it's pretty self-explanatory, but we wrote creatively. We wrote poems, we wrote stories, we had to read them to the class, and it was very embarrassing. I did not like that class, but I wrote poems. During that period of my life, I wrote all the poems on a Google Docs on my email. So a few days ago, on the email, on my Google Docs, because I was trying to do something, and I came across all of my old poems and stories, and I read a few of them, and they're very embarrassing. So we're just gonna read a few, and you guys can all laugh at me because that's all I'm good for. Okay, anyway, okay. This first one is called Old Couple. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, there's so many typos in this. As she stares, examining his wrinkled face, he lays a kiss upon her hand, bringing her back to when they were teenagers, laughing about the adventures they used to go on together, remembering the smell of popcorn and roses, reminiscing about old memories. These are so bad. Okay, this one is called Loneliness. A lonely desert, empty, quiet. Only a young boy laying on the warm. This sounds like a fan fiction. I should write fan fiction for a living, you know? Just like all those stories. I'm really funny. Laying on the warm ground as he, so many typos, as he talks to the curious elephant, listening attentively, big word Taylor, pondering the questions he is being asked. I know, I'm really good. This poem is called Hedgehog. A little girl lays silent across the white blanket. Dishes and pots sit spread around the basket. Everything seems still, except for the little girl's spiky companion, whose nose twitches like there's a beautiful scent in the air. Out in nature, everything is calm, only a plate separating them as they stare at each other intently. I don't know what this is. I'm so sorry. This one's one of my favorites. This one's called Earthquake. A giant United States. Earthquake. Earthquake. The world sunk in the west coast. The world sunk in the west coast. The world sunk in the east coast. Other states became continents. All continents suffered. A giant United States. When Trump becomes president. This one's a really good one. They're all really good ones. What am I talking about? This one's called Sunset. A warm sky. The yellow sun. The orange horizon. A red line. slowly setting, fading away to black silence. I love being an emo teen. This one is called Wolf. The gray wolf sat frigid on a freezing rock, alone, staring up into the black void above, as a shadow of darkness is casted across the misty forest. I'm really creative. The wolf stood, howling to the dim cloud engulfed moon. No one around to hear except for the fog that was hovering around the ground on an eerie night. I'm just like really talented. Like, snaps for me. I look like I should be telling like a scary story. Like, this is a very scary like story setup. Don't you think so? I think it is. You know why? Because I have bad lighting and it's dark. I don't know what just came out of me. Actually, no, I'm gonna read, take that back. We're not reading that one. You guys don't get to hear that one. I'm reading, I have to find it. If you guys can't already tell, I had this class before lunch, and every day when we wrote our poems and stories in class, I would like start out like decent, like have a nice like storyboard going, and then like as the class went on, I would get a little tired and lazy. And then I would have like 5 minutes until like the bell like rang to go to lunch. So I'd like write it so fast and everything would just be so bad. But we're just gonna read my amazing stories. This one is called Ocean. Glistening water on a breezy summer afternoon. Waves gently sway up and down, dancing with the soothing wind. The bright sun reflecting light off of the shimmering water. You know what I did in this class? I like looked up all these words and then found synonyms of words that were like way more intelligent sounding, and I would just use those to make me sound smarter, but obviously it's not working. A graceful seagull comes in for a landing. It skids across the top of the water, gradually slowing down till it comes to complete stop, relaxing at the mercy of the waves. Underneath, the light from above shines through, reflecting off the scales of sea creatures, casting shadows onto the sand, resting at the bottom. Fish swim in all different directions, resembling a sunset. That sounds like another story I wrote. Slowly setting, as a shark rolls through, producing, that is the worst word I could have used there. Producing empty darkness. The shark glides through the water, as if it was flying in the sky. Pieces of seaweed float in between the rocks, falling over the edge into the dark abyss. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Shakespeare is quickie. This is like a story, but it's like not too long. Like, I think you guys can handle it. This story is called Never Give Up. Words to live by, 2018, here I come. The sounds of a tire riding over a bumpy pavement as the sun shines down, reflecting off a baby blue helmet. I was 6 years old, new to the world of no training wheels and trying not to fall over, but I did, many times. Bruises and scrapes ran up and down my legs as I try not to cry. My dad watches me from a distance while I perform all these failed attempts, coming over to me and helps me back up. He tells me that I should never give up, even if I fall. I should get back up and try again. So I do just that. I get back on my humongous metal contraption and push off, pedaling faster and faster as I try to keep the handlebars steady. In the back of my mind, thinking one wrong move could send me straight into the pain of the rigid sidewalk. Losing control of the bars in front of me, my front wheel turns, resulting in me falling right into the dirt. Was I okay when I wrote this? Like, none of this is English. I remember what my dad had taught me and got back up, realizing that giving up won't help me succeed. Attempt after attempt, pedal after pedal, I practiced all day. The colorful summer sun was beginning to set, which meant I only had a few more tries to go. I start to pedal one last time, and this time felt different. I was staying up, feeling the wind blow on my face as I ride by a few birds who fly away as I approach. I stopped myself to look behind me at my dad, smiling almost as big as myself. Now I am much older, own a house, have a job, and even have a son. That was fast. Now, teaching him how to ride a bike. My dad stands in the driveway as I help the scraped... Ooh, that sounds violent. As I help the scraped up child back up onto the bike. This is violent. Am I okay? I think it's cool that at age 66 specific, he still cares enough to help me out and encourages kids to never give up. I'd miss it if he didn't. That story ends so terribly. That was terrible. Like, do you guys understand what I mean by I had lunch after this class? Like, the story didn't start out that bad, but at the end, he gets a house, he gets a job, he gets a family, he gets this child, like, it just went so fast. Like, okay, it teaches a good lesson though. Never give up. Motto, 2018. Well, I can't find any. You guys don't get it anymore. That's it! I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below because I post videos sometimes. If you want to make me happy, you should subscribe. And comment down below because I love reading your guys' comments so much that they make my day. I also have all the social medias down there in the description. Follow me on everything. We can chat, we can do all that fun stuff. And I also have another channel called Fangirls AF. It's also linked down below if you'd like to subscribe to that. I wouldn't be mad. And that's about it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.